Greetings!
I'm Edis.
And I'm Ben.
And we just watched episode 6 of WandaVision, and we're going to just talk to you about some stuff.
So if you haven't seen the episode yet, obviously watch that first because we're going to be getting to the nitty gritty of episode 6.
We're going to pick our favourite moments from the episode and talk about those.
I feel like there's one main thing in this episode we need to talk about.
Just a whole new character.
Quicksilver, aka Pietro, aka Peter, aka MCU, aka X-Men, aka... What are their actual names? Okay, so this episode was set in the 90s? Question mark?
It didn't look very 90s.
No, like if we're going along how we've been going,
Yeah.
I'm guessing this episode should be the 90s. Yeah, right at the beginning, it started straight away with the Malcolm in the Middle-esque intro. And so I was like, sweet, Malcolm Middle, 2000s. That's when I was a kid, so I remember that. Do you know what I mean? So was it 2000s? Was it 90s? I'm not too sure. Is that important? I'm not too sure. It was like the Halloween episode, and one of my favourite things about the episode was seeing how they described their costumes.
Yeah.
Because obviously they couldn't go, I'm being Scarlet Witch from the 1960s.
Comics.
Yeah, from the comics.
I loved the way that he flipped into his Quicksilver outfit with the hair and stuff. Like
Yeah,
the hair
yeah.
was just like another level.
Wing.
I think back to like other comic book films we watch, you don't really see their like comic book outfits.
No, because usually they look really lame. Like if they
Ridiculous.
actually look like that in real life.
Yeah.
Like what's this thing she's got around her head?
No one ever saw like Wolverine like yellow, like, do you know what I mean?
No, they're always like wearing like biker leather.
Yeah. We keep hearing Monica Rambeau talking about like, oh, I got a friend. Oh, I've got another friend. Whether it's the same person.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go and meet my man.
Yeah, she's like, oh, there's a guy who knows about aerospace or something.
Just say his name.
Like, who is it? Reed Richards?
Reed Richards. It ain't gonna be Reed
Dr. Doom?
Richards. No, it's gonna be some like.
Hank Pym?
No, I reckon it's gonna be some like. See how Jimmy Woo came back into it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like one of the agents or someone along the lines who's been like a scientist who we don't really care about, but it will still be cool that they're now in this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, and Jimmy Woo was like,
But yeah, it was like nice to see a little bit of action, a little bit of fighting.
Yeah.
Also, Dr. Darcy's telling Monica, your cells are changing on a molecular level. What does that mean? I sense powers coming on!
I loved the fact that at the cinema I said Parent Trap and Incredibles. I was like, those are the two things, like, trapped and like a family full of superpowers. And Parent Trap is to do with twins, the twins. Also, are the kids real? Maybe they're not real.
I mean, this is, I feel like what the main plot is going to be about. It's like, the kids are going to be used somehow. And there's like, in the comics, it's like Mephisto takes them and like uses them or kills them. And then they have to come back.
Oh, that's...
I don't know. But I'm interested. Last episode, I was convinced in the theory that Agnes was the person who was pulling the strings.
I still think she is.
Oh, you think that was like a masterpiece of acting today?
I think that was, yeah.
She was like, you're dead! You're dead!
Yeah, I reckon she's playing mind games. It's the witch's hackle for me. Why are you hacking? Why are you laughing? Someone just said you might be dead. You just had the moment you might be dead. And you're like, ha ha ha. I get we're in the Halloween episode and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, but also she's been like, if not possessed, she's been controlled this whole time. She's finally come out of it.
Bro.
Hey, you don't know how you'd react in that situation.
You ain't doing no witch's hackle.
They're all aware that Wanda is controlling them.
But she ain't controlling them, bro. I'm telling you now. I tell you why I think that as well. Whenever we see her use her powers, her eyes go red.
Oh, and then just normally they're not red.
When normally every day she's not just walking around going, ugh. Do you know what I mean?
The best bit of the episode for me was seeing Vision going through the wall and thinking, what's gonna happen? Is he just gonna... I thought he was literally gonna get through the wall and just go...
Step out. Oh, snap.
And just drop dead.
Well, I thought maybe...
I didn't realise, like, as he got through, the power of the wall was still like...
Well, that's what's keeping him alive, right?
Yeah. No, so yeah, I thought as soon as you go through that wall...
Oh, right, yeah.
Dead. What are you gonna say?
Seeing Vision, like, caring for each person reminds us, like, how he was when we first met him. Like, the reason he was made was literally, like, to...
Be nice.
Calm the universe and, like, balance the universe out. Do you remember?
Yeah, before
with, like, Ultron. And so seeing him, coming through and him literally just saying, not even help me. He was like, help them. Like, he was like, help them. They're being... He's so selfless.
Oh my gosh. Vision's going on a real journey this series. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to discover himself. Who am I?
Yeah.
Do you remember that Jackie Chan movie, Who Am I? Who am I? Great film. We won't talk about that though.
he's playing Wanda like her own game. It feels like at the beginning he kept like coming out of character, like, I'm gonna do this. Like,
yeah. And she's like, we didn't do that in rehearsals.
She's like, and he's like, is that okay?
Yeah, because he knows that like there shouldn't be any reason why this isn't okay.
Yeah.
So tell me why this isn't okay.
Yeah.
So she has to be like,
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
I think an interesting comparison is how Vision is happening in the WandaVision universe and how Quicksilver is happening. Both characters are dead, right?
Yeah.
Vision has just died, so obviously his body, when it flashes back, is kind of like, it's still there. Also, he's a robot. But Quicksilver, he's been dead for a few years, so would he not be a bit more decomposed than that?
I don't mean that's the question. So you want to know if his body should be more decomposed.
I'm just saying.
What did it smell like? Should it smell worse?
It was like a Halloween episode.
It was a Halloween episode.
Like...
Yeah, but it's also like a kids show. It's a family-friendly show.
I want to see his face half off. So at the end of the last episode, we were here thinking they've just opened up the multiverse.
Yeah.
We're going to get all these different characters from X-Men coming in. I'm not so sure now.
No, me neither.
Because he seems to have all the memories of MCU Quicksilver.
Yeah.
But also, he doesn't know enough. Like, she was testing him, and then he was just like, oh, you tested me? He didn't actually say the answer. Who's this kid with the skin?
It's like he knows what he's come here to do. He's like, hey, I'm here to be a part of the show.
But also,
he said that.
But he's aware that he's dead, right? And he's like, I don't know how I got here, but...
1 minute I was shut up. Yeah,
1 minute I was shut up, next minute I could hear you, like, calling me?
Exactly. So that means then it's our Pietro.
Why do you look like that?
Why is it so confusing?
They'd also had just quite a deep conversation
Yeah.
where it felt like they were connecting.
I wouldn't say knocking heads.
Oh. Well, we got different things.
They're like, hey, we've had the same experience. Oh wait, we haven't had the same experience. Are you my brother?
No, for me it was connecting in that, like, Pietro was asking her, like, so where have all these kids come from?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not judging, but
Straight up.
where have they been?
But then she was like, is that okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, right?
Like, I felt like that was a moment where she actually let her guard down and was, like, real with someone.
True. The bit at the end where she just, like, through him, just, like, clarified, like, what this is all for, who is really important to her, and maybe how unsure she is of that person, right? Because if it was her brother, she wouldn't just be like... There was no reason for her to do that. He wasn't endangering. She could have just been like, shh, I'm dealing with something. Do you know what I mean? It's very aggressive.
Yeah, it could have just been, like, rude.
Yeah. If she felt that strongly for him as she did for Vision, we would have had this storyline 5-6 years ago. Her brother died, and she was like, oh, my brother died. Vision died. Oh my god, I gotta set up a whole universe.
Yeah, but maybe it's because it's like they're all piling up. It's like her brother died, she's like, okay, I'm coping. And now it's now both main people in her life has died.
Yeah.
That'd be too much. Oh, also, they moved the perimeter out. Darcy got stuck in there. We saw how everything else got turned into a circus and the agents turned into clowns. Did we see what Darcy became? No. She's handcuffed to something. Is that gonna like have something to do with her character? Is she now gonna be some sort of criminal in there?
In the comics?
Don't ask me like I know things.
Also, if people's molecular level somethings is changing in them, surely not everyone's gonna have like superpowers.
Or they'll be dead. So those were our initial reactions from episode 6. Let us know in the comments below. What's happening? What's going on? What do you think? Let us know.
I feel like I get further in, like I know what's going on, and then they just like, no, you don't.
Last week I felt like I was getting somewhere with my like thought process, and this week I was like, oh, I'll just stop thinking. I'll just sit back and wait to see it.
Also, we've only got 3 episodes left.
Oh.
It also kind of offends me that there's not 10 episodes, so maybe they'll do the whole thing like the whole season's being like, bam, here's another episode. It
ends with a movie. They haven't told us.
If you subscribe to our channel already, thanks for being subscribed.
You're a real one.
But if you haven't, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you like the video, because it will help us grow the channel.
See you next Friday for another WandaVision episode, but if you're a fan of Disney stuff, then check out other stuff we've got coming during the week. Quick question, who's your favourite Pietro? MCU or X-Men?
X-Men.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I'm shocked. Yeah, MCU, they just killed him off straight away. He wasn't fun, he wasn't, yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Because she is controlling them.
She ain't controlling it! Nah, bro. I think it's all hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy?
Is that the right word?
No.
Hypothesis.
Photosynthesis. It's all photosynthesis.